How you doing, man? What's up?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Nice to talk to you again. I'm great. I just got here. I tuned in. I watched your Shivana game a little bit. I saw like the 1-6 start, and the only kill was on you. Your map doomed. I was like, okay, this is gonna be like 6 minutes. We do coaching.
Yeah, it wasn't the most enjoyable game for sure. At
When
least
you're the
it
only
was a
guy with the
quick one.
kill, only guy with the kill on
That's
Shivana
true.
is just.
That's not a fun position to be in for sure. But hey, I mean, at least it was quick, so you didn't have to wait too long.
Yeah,
Sorry that I
no
was a bit
worries.
slow.
No worries. I was impressed by your CS. You had like 10 CS per minute when your map was entirely gone. Like they were pushing inhib towers. Like when I
Yeah,
play
that was
jungle,
pretty
that was the
difficult.
worst. Like if you all three lanes lose, and it's like, how do you farm? How do you get jungle ever?
It
So
definitely
cooked.
is really difficult. I think at that point it mostly comes down to the enemy jungler just letting you farm more than anything.
Mm.
Like I was a bit lucky, just getting access to my caps despite all lanes struggling.
Yeah, that was awesome. So why did you say you wanna play Vel'Koz?
Well, so when was it? Like a month ago? I coached you on jungling. You brought up Vel'Koz jungle, and said you've played some games on it with decent success. And I figured, well, it's my turn to learn a little something. I've never played any Vel'Koz.
At all?
Have I probably have played them like maybe 5 times in total in my life, and most of
Okay.
those would be in ARAMs. So I don't even know if that really counts. So I
It doesn't.
yeah, I know how this champion does, or like how he functions to a certain extent, but not really, So I thought it could be a cool little experiment, seeing if you can
Definitely. I just love seeing
get
new
get.
like people try Vel'Koz. It's so awesome. I get so much insight to how people think and like how they perceive the character.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be very interesting. I'm probably gonna look like an actual beginner League of Legends player, but
Wait,
I'll say that's
I need to
the
know
the
what
beauty of
elo
it.
account you want to be playing in.
So I'm playing on an account that has decades, and I'm not fully sure how far down is decades. I think the MMR might be like, I don't know, master-ish? Diamond 1
Okay.
master probably.
Okay. That's the
I,
wildlands. It's still playable there nicely.
I figured if we go in challenger, I'll just hit. And if we don't want to go in lower lows, this is probably a decent middle ground.
Yeah, it will be too damn difficult in higher elos. Well, you're in luck. Okay, I've timed this very well. We got a new patch. Harvest is now broken.
Oh,
So
that's
it
true.
got
Actually,
super buffed. So now Vel'Koz is a bit more viable in jungle, and Vel'Koz jungle is the easiest out of all Vel'Kozes to play. So that's
Why is that?
because you don't have to. There's no profiling. There's no pattern recognition really. You don't need super expertise on Vel'Koz to read the enemies. You don't use too many like manipulations and tactics that require like 50 games like to get in the patterns and to read people. It's mostly just trying not to fall too far behind on clear, trying to rush the faded ashes, and you're playing as a weaker release essentially.
Okay.
You just want to imagine your release, but you got nerfed, you know?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to this. This should be interesting.
It's awesome. If you can get early faded ashes, like they're basically not like there are no weaknesses. You can't really get invaded easily after, and due to nature of jungle, you can just always swap sides.
What would you ban as a Vel'Koz jungle player?
What did I ban? I think I would ban like some early flipper invader.
Like Shaco or something?
I think Shaker's kind of easy though. He can never kill you as long as you hold D. I think I used to ban Rek'Sai. I just don't like Rek'Sai. But that's probably not the most correct ban.
Rek'Sai is not a champion though.
Yeah.
If we lose to Rek'Sai jungle in the current meta as Vel'Koz, then there's no hope for Vel'Koz.
Yeah, we will go no ban, you know. Okay, we're in.
All right. What runes are we looking at? You mentioned Harvest.
Yep, Dark Harvest, cheap shot. On the there's the Rek'Sai. We called it. Oh, that's awesome.
Right, you actually called it. Holy moly!
I'm telling you, I think I played well because I got Rek'Sai immediately. It's just a little bit frustrating because he can get ahead early. Wait, what did you get runes? Let's see. Yeah, get cheap shot. Middle, I probably like deep ward. We can get intel early. Because I think others like Sixth Sense probably not that useful, and Mementos probably waste too much tempo clearing wards. You want to be running through them up. On the last three,
right.
Treasure Hunter probably most correct, because you want to get early Faded Ashes. And here we get, what is it, the stacking CDR on Precision, like the middle one. And cut down. If we can cut them down to, like, low HP, we execute with ult anyway, and Dark Harvest, so perfect synergy.
Do we need attack speed? Do we go
Not really.
adaptive?
You can go to adaptive. And maybe even early health.
So this would be this Vel'Koz jungle optimal setup.
Yeah, that's the one that I cooked. Like my last game on that was like 19-2 or something. So it was pretty good.
Alright, I like the sound of that.
It's pretty good.
I really hope I won't regret not banning Rek'Sai now. Like I can't believe you said it and they log it in immediately. Okay, what skin is OP? Which skin is best?
Skin is Infernal is a little bit tricky. You can hide some skill shots with it.
So is this the go-to, the one we're looking for here?
I don't really play it almost at all, but I've heard it's a bit
which
tricky
one do
to
you
know the
play?
stacks.
Wait, which skin do you use?
I swap them around.
But if you had to say one, you can only like pick one. Which is your favorite?
Maybe Arclight.
Okay.
Arclight is awesome.
All right.
Okay, you don't get the Rek'Sai treatment.
Yeah, I'll ban Rek'Sai next round.
No.
I've learned my lesson. Like they see Vel'Koz and they just insta log it.
I don't know what draws them to Rek'Sai immediately, but I remember like playing against that first game and it got pretty frustrating. Even though theoretically it shouldn't be that annoying of a matchup, there's probably way worse.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, like idea is early. We're gonna do minimal camping. Skipping camps very often is a thing because we want to get a good gank off. We're playing more on pressure. Because, believe it or not, Vel'Koz scales really, really well just by existing. So your mid game is going to be strong, whether you have items or not. Damage-wise, obviously. But it doesn't mean anything if you get blown up or we can't land abilities.
Okay. So what are like the main things that I need to know before I basically first time Vel'Koz?
Where do I begin? Okay, let's summarize. I think you will mostly be using invisible Qs. I think that's probably the key mechanic you have to learn. Because jungle is easier, you don't have to learn a lot of these things. I remember doing this with Yamato Kennen. I was teaching in Vel'Koz back. I was coaching for Sandbox in Korea. And it was fascinated by the prospect of Vel'Koz in competitive. That got it a little bit in depth. But here, we don't really need most of it. I think invisible Q is the only real thing you need to know in jungle. When you approach a wall, and then like the second Q, like the one that splits, is faster and slightly longer range than the initial one.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we try to gank, we will try to gank through a wall. You will shoot a Q through a wall and play on the recast. So if we're coming out of
how do you
War,
usually use the recast? Like, would you pop the recast towards the end? Do you just do it based on like enemy champion's movement? How does that function?
You have to imagine how they're going to respond. That is where a lot of mind game comes in. And let's say if somebody's running a dashing champ, like let's say you're ganking Lucian, but then you need to have like very good fear factor if you want to predict a full-on dash backwards. Like if he doesn't feel that threatened, he probably won't use it and will hold it. But if he feels threatened, if your team is like really charging at him, then you're going with a more predictive approach. There's definitely a lot of factors, and obviously like how the Lucian played thus far, we can profile him.
This is definitely one thing I've never fully understood about really good Vel'Koz players. It feels like you guys are doing some kind of 200 IQ geometry to make sure the Q always lands. So it's like no matter how I move, that Q always hits me. It's really interesting.
It's just playing a lot and developing the sense. But it comes down to like, are you familiar with card counting?
Yeah.
In the blackjack, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So there's like this high and low system where you count. You're basically tracking how many high and low cards are in the deck, and you add a number either +1 or -1. And if the deck is like in the negative, it's really good for you because you have like more chance to get a 21. Anyway, basically that's kind of what you're doing when you're shooting at people, and this is more useful in lane because you're counting essentially how they dodge. do they dodge over or under? If you shoot your Q, like let's say middle of the lane, like not too wide, not too steep, if they dodge over or under, you can kind of profile what their tendency is. And if they dodge under like 2 or 3 times, then you can pre-cast it on purpose with a full combo on top of it. So you kind of know their dodging pattern. And then it gets even like deeper because you can reverse engineer that. If you're planning on a level 6 play, like you can shoot over on purpose multiple times back to back to feed them the pattern of juking towards you. And then on level 6, when you level up, you do like a all-in combo with a precast. You just kind of prime their dodge pattern. I got it. I don't know if I messed up or what, but I got it.
Okay, perfect. So, what jungle item should I be going as Vel'Koz?
You want blue or red?
Any preference?
Let's go with red.
Okay. And
okay, Diana will outfarm us here.
Yeah.
We will definitely get outfarm. Ideally, you want to get a leash, but that's probably not going to happen. So we're going to have a bit of a slower clear. Okay.
Boy, what ability do I start?
You start Q. You also have to choose the camps which you want to clear, which are easier. Like for example, Grump is very, very difficult for Vel'Koz to clear early.
Yeah, okay.
I wish we were here. 3 Dark Harvest stacks all around.
Let me see if I can make you proud. I am definitely not a Vel'Koz main. Hey, look at us! Vel'Koz jungle carrying, securing quarters already.
Can win. Okay, okay.
So
we have Vel'Koz.
So I'm starting red, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can start red. You can pick up the W after. W helps you clear Raptors very easily because you get 2 AoE abilities. And if we can Raptors and insta cross map, we will get out farmed anyway. So we're just gonna have to out tempo and try to play some ganks and pressure.
Okay. Is there anything I need to know for clearing, or is it mostly straightforward?
Mostly straightforward kiting. You can time executes, I guess, with your 3rd stack.
Oh my god, I pulled Crocs. What's happening? I'm so lost.
That's the angle.
You said W now, right?
Yeah. That's a great angle if you do it like later on. You can just pull it.
I didn't even think of that happening. I got so confused.
What's fighting? Not sure they're gankable, but we'll lose everything if we gank. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I don't think we can waste that tempo yet.
Yeah, this is actually decent clear. We're getting the easy camps. And you got the expertise on the jungle clear. When we're rotating to other side, just like Elise, we always like look to gank on cross mapping.
Yeah. Keeping an eye out, but I think mid is gonna be a
he's
bit
safe.
cautious
He's
now
safe.
that oh, Mel got a lost chapter at level 1.
Yeah. Simon's already proxying. So we don't kind of FK map for us, unfortunately. Not too much we can do.
Like, the clear's definitely not the fastest, but it could be worse. I've seen worse.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Like especially when we get faded ash, it's gonna go smoothly. We just need the 900. Yeah. Getting like 1 assist. Getting 1 assist or kill in first clear.
First clear, get faded ashes, then it's playable.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Here, when you're executing this, you can bounce your Q off of the Grump and hit the blue buff at the same time if you pull it.
Alright, yeah, that's a nice little mechanic to keep in mind. Through.
Gotta keep an eye out for the angles. But yeah,
whenever I miss any opportunity or whatever, just let me know.
Okay.
Because I'll be honest, I have no idea.
Diana going mid, we can counter that. I think it's hard winning.
What ability do I max?
Q.
Okay. How strong do you think we are compared to Diana right now?
Almost beating her. Almost. But probably not.
That's not what I expected to hear, but I like the sound of it.
I think we should go mid. Just, yeah, hey. Can we bait her? If she jumps, she's doomed. Good. Nice. Nice. Good bait. Okay, there were some mechanics.
We are pretty strong, you were right.
Tell you. Harvest. We could have even killed, by the way. There's some mechanics you can do with the E here. When she jumped, you could have pulled her back and knocked her towards Sion instead of away.
Oh, right.
Your knockback pushes based on the distance to you. If she's closer to you, she gets knocked back farther.
Okay, got it. I'll try to keep that in mind.
We can maybe get Dark Harvest here, and then easy recall, Dark Seal, and Faded Ashes.
So where should I place my E? In, like,
don't place it at all, just shoot Q. Shoot Q, auto attack, Fear Factor, E. Only if it's super predictable, like now, you can just drop it, you know?
Okay, cool.
E is very often better not used, because it just makes you too weak to miss it.
Yeah, right, so it's mostly so protect yourself or like to cut them if they try to walk away. Am I buying the right items here?
I'd go Dark Seal boots here, but we don't want to go Blackfire. You want to go Lion first.
Okay. Lion it is. So what is the
You don't
code,
need
though?
mana. You don't need mana. The Lion is just way better.
Okay.
I think I'll
after
go
Lion what will we be looking for?
I'd go Horizon, or in this game you can even go Banshees actually, and just go like you can be Initiator with the Banshees.
Okay. Ooh, this could get interesting. Do you think I'll regret flashing in
Flash
here?
Steal? I did. Go. You got WQ 3 stack. Let's go. Go.
Oh, Mel got
it. Nice. You actually have better smite. You have better smite with the Q true damage proc there. Your Q will deal like 350. You can smite almost 1k, like not 900, 850.
I must have messed it up. I think I hit Q and Diana or something. I'm not sure.
I think it was just slightly
I feel like I'm
desynced.
playing a different game, playing this champion.
He's weird. There's like a lot of mini games you're looking for. But yeah, we got jungle diff, that's for sure.
So, how many games do you think you've played Vel'Koz? If you had to say a number.
I mean, the champion is a decade old. And
yeah, are we looking at like a couple thousand? Are we like 10, 5k? Like, how many games do you think?
We are in tens of thousands of hours. That's for sure.
All right, that's quite a bit of Vel'Koz experience for sure.
Yeah. Diana is struggling. She's just desperate to get anything now. Oh, we got ult. This is the time. Let's cook him. When you come in range,
I need to keep in mind for the ult.
Shoot the wide Q. Like as okay, we dive here. You can cut him off easily. Blue back off. Let him recall. Okay, here we go. You can just ult here. Ideally, we shoot a super wide Q and then hit the ult on him. Dives are just so easy. Right. This is the position where you want to be. You can kill a top laner like fully under tower, like next to a wall, and you don't even enter the site.
Okay. Man, these master players got nothing in Vel'Koz jungle. All us. Let's just act like nothing happened level 1, just cut it out. All us.
You see, Vel'Koz mid game is pretty solid unless they surrender.
Well, hopefully it's gonna be a longer game, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Because the W has a like storing of 2 abilities. You can store 2 of them, and when you gank, you have really good burst potential. Because you will very often have 2 Ws.
Right. So can you repeat the combo again? I start with Q and then I use W twice.
You almost always start with Q, you look to hit it, and then use the W to kind of see their movement while they're slowed, and then E is almost guaranteed. Because max rank Q slows for 2.6 seconds, and that's just way too much. Q and then W, unless they have Swifties, it's guaranteed E essentially. And if they flash, you follow up in another Q into R, so.
I'm kind of greeting here for the Liandry, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm imagining we'll be very strong when we have
There's no objectives, we can crush them on grubs. When you spike up, you just own. Mid is almost within lethal if you hit QR, almost.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not a Vel'Koz main for sure.
Yeah, slightly different angle needed. Nice. Good clear, good clear.
I guess we could just do Raptors and recall. Get out my Andrew.
Okay, beautiful. We're fit. We are fit. This is where the game gets super easy.
I like the sound of it. Okay, so what is the second item? You mentioned Banshee as an option.
Banshee is solid. I really like Horizon. Horizon Focus is best in slot item for Vel'Koz almost always. It's cheap, gives you a lot of CDR, and it fixes your build here entirely. Also gives you vision. Just huge value.
Alright, alright.
Okay, Garen outplaying. We don't have lethal with the QR, but we can go for a slow Q. Can we get an angle? Can we get an angle? No.
I'm not sure how to hit this one, I'll be honest with you. Oh! No! Oh
Nice try, nice try, nice try.
I'm just gonna leave and act like nothing happened. Would your Q have landed if I didn't pop it? If I just
yeah, for sure, 100%.
Oh man, destroy.
Or you can just pop it slightly later to cover the juke.
I'll look again.
Okay. You got solid angle here, solid position. Nice try. Good. Okay, here we go. WR, WR.
Holding.
Nice, nice, nice. In these cases, we can WR because W has no cast time, essentially, so they go at the same time.
Yeah, right.
And there's the beauty of double W. You can just use one early and then one for execute.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, I'll see if I can snipe mid with the Q here.
Okay, Q's gonna be devastating here. Let's see it. Max range angle. Go. Nice! Okay.
Oh.
We got this as well.
Do you think we kill this? Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
that was why I should have saved the E a little longer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, most of the time you'll be just probing. You will be splitting up the combo. Because almost everyone in this game can dash except you. So you're always just being careful, and it's like Q and then W and then E and then Q is just slowly laying it down.
Yeah, makes sense. So how would you rank Vel'Koz's strength in different roles right now? From like best to worst?
Support is always the highest impact. I think stat-wise, percent win rate-wise, mid lane is better. But mid lane solo is a bit miserable because it's slightly lower impact. It depends on your team. Too much. Support just controls the game like crazy. In fact, that even rate probably AP carry better than mid.
Okay. So support, spots, and then mid.
Yep.
Then my next question is:
do
you think
jungle.
he's more playable in jungle or top? Did you say top?
Probably top. Although, like, top has way more. I mean, it just depends whether you get like the last pick.
You know you're saying this after I locked him in the master game, right?
Like, to be fair, if you're good, I'm pretty sure you can just pull him off anyway. Like, he can work in any role. You just have to be very fluid, adaptive, and I've played him top lane in Challenger versus like Ribbons and Fioras and like the most annoying matchups. And
oh wow,
you can do it.
That does not sound fun.
Yeah, it's doable because again, there's like he scales perfectly. Vel'Koz scales perfectly with the elo. So the higher you go, there's just a bit more mind game.
Got it.
So it's like layers of deception.
Do you think we can take on the Garen here? I feel like we should.
Take on. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! We got this. I believe.
No, I didn't cancel my ult. It takes so long to cancel it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna press R, cancel and flash, and then
you just straight up beat her. By the way, you just crush her here.
What? How? What did I do wrong?
She dumped everything. She used the double dash and ult. No.
I guess so.
And you have flash. Like she's useless then.
Yeah, you're actually right. Oh my god, it's so stressful. I think I panicked. I panicked.
Yeah, I just dropped everything and like stood there ulting.
True. No, you're right.
All good, all good.
It's a bit tough. I feel like I've been full playing the entire game, but we're actually still down a lot. I mean, you did say it was gonna be tough, you know, getting
Yeah,
the same
clear.
CS counter. So
The clear when I played jungle with Vel'Koz, clear was mostly in passing. I would like to overload lanes, pressure, try to convert into objectives quickly. Like when you get double smite, you go
I should have
through.
been more proactive here.
Yeah, I would super clear with double smite and then like mostly gank. Here we go. Nice. That's an angle.
Oh, I
Almost.
missed my E.
Yeah, slightly off placement, but
Brutal.
I see the vision.
I guess it's
That's
the port that counts.
That's exactly how we do it, though. Q into like slow W into E. Vel'Koz is one of the best kiting champs in the game, so this Garen can't do anything.
Maybe
Nice
I
E,
shouldn't
nice E.
have sent my ability down there. Should have queued Garen. I tried to steal the kill. Oopsie.
All good, all good. Vein fed all according to plan.
True.
I'll give ult a lot up. Like I don't when I play jungle, I don't like having it up. You know, it means we're not doing too much.
Okay. I'll see if I can cook up a play for you soon.
Because the cooldown isn't that high, and you can do so much damage, so much pressure with it. We nearly got 100 to 0 here on this guy. Okay, let's get E. Nice. There you go. He's a
Holy moly, it deals damage.
good job. Yeah, like you don't expect it because you never like commit to the full combo, but when you commit,
Well,
you're like, oh, this is it.
But when you said 100 to 0, I was like, really? And then he just disappeared.
Yeah, he's fake tanky. Like you also do like a lot of true damage, so people don't really factor that in. You will bypass a
Are
lot
there
of
any, like,
resistances.
Are there any specific kinds of champions that Vel'Koz struggles against the most? Like assassins, maybe?
Not really. Most assassins he's fine against, because again, it's just skill matchup. What he struggles with is something like Irelia, Yasuo, Riven, Fiora. These champs that have like all the control in the world. You know, they just dictate
Right,
everything.
right. He's just 250 for Horizon Focus, getting our spike soon.
And then third, I'd definitely go Banshees, and we're just immune to their comp. Then you can basically initiate the fights. You win late game anyway with a team, and you just walk in, start a fight, and even if you die, as long as you dish out your combo, your team is gonna wipe them.
Yeah.
There we go. We're doing the double clear. But I mean, Vel'Koz was a bit better jungle, but before you could like kite the jungle camps a bit more. You could combine the Garump and blue buff, and
Yeah, I can imagine him being really fast in that meta. A lot of junglers were affected a lot when they nerfed the leash range.
although you can still kind of pull them together and do like a double smite, double Q, but it's the HP numbers are a bit more specific now, so they don't
Yeah.
snap back. Okay, I want to see a
Maybe we can
QR
make it a
combo.
little
That's the most famous thing on Vel'Koz. That's when you shoot a very
She
wide
might be
Q.
aware of our position.
You need to shoot a very wide Q and then ult, and then they're gonna, out of panic from ult, walk into your Q.
I'll try to make it happen.
It's very good when you're going to side lane, like in the top or bot, because they're usually gonna be hugging the walls, so it's just kind of easy to trace them. That's why Vel'Koz jungle is
Yeah.
kind of cool. You just show up from river and then do the angle.
I can see that. I'll base fast and then I'll try to make you proud.
Yeah, we don't need really
There
any
you go.
more damage. I think we're done with the damage.
We're actually in a pretty decent spot also compared to Diana. Things are
Yeah.
looking good.
Yeah, it speeds up, and like the more you farm, you get diminishing returns. Because you're fast on a couple of clear, but then you run out of Ws and you run out of smites. That's why the
Yeah.
optimal lies kind of somewhere in between semi-clearing into ganking. That's a
You know,
angle you can chase through sees you. Nice. Good E. Here we go, here we go.
Him for my top laner.
We didn't need to be that close, but good damage, yeah. Like, you can play way longer range here, like way longer range.
Yeah, you're right.
We're just solid tethering, like we can. Okay, we can get something here. We'll get an. You can go for angle.
Oh, they definitely know about us.
Nice. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Okay. I think I'm running out. I'm scared.
Yeah. Time to do a bit of clearing. We got both W's smite up.
Yeah, it should be a relatively quick one. Okay. Ah,
almost.
Tricky.
We got the double smite though.
Seeing the angles is so difficult.
It's just a lot of playing. It comes to you. But now you're like, really have to consciously focus on them, which is always not easy.
Yeah, it's true.
Like when you learn how to drive, you know, you're focusing on shifting the gears all the time, clutch, gear, like, and when you drive like 3 times, like you don't notice it anymore.
That's actually a good point. It needs to come naturally, so you don't even think about it, and then you have a higher chance of landing the combos.
Yeah, it just seeps into your brain. The muscle memory develops. Golden. We have the Verdant Barrier and just too easy to play. You're very good against their comp. You're very safe here, and at this point, it's perfectly alright to play even more aggressive, bait a decent fight, do some damage, even if you trade 1 for 1 and you get them low, like it's just hard, man.
Alright, I'll see if I can look here.
Okay.
Oh, that's
fine, we have her.
Holy, my damage!
The new Dark Harvest is so broken, I can't wait to play. Oh. It's gonna get nerfed 1,000,000,000,000%. Okay.
I'm one-shotting everybody. This is next level.
And you're building kind of defensive. You have Line Race, you have a more utility item in Horizon Focus, and you're going Banshees. Like,
wow. Would this always be your core build on Vel'Koz? Like Liandry, Horizon Focus?
Not always, but most games. Most games. Like, if they have a bunch of squishies, your sole AP, you can go Shadow Flame. It has perfect synergy with the true damage crit.
Okay. Would that be like as a third item, or to replace one of the first two?
You would want to replace the first... you would replace the second one, Horizon. But then you're kind of low on CDR. Yeah, without Line Read, the clear is kind of shit. Line Read is just a perfect balance. It gives you enough scrappy power and with a little bit more HP. The damage percent from Line Read is really good. When you stack it, it goes so hard for Vel'Koz. Because usually your combo will be delayed, as you notice, like 3, 4, 5 seconds in. So you will usually get the max value on Line Read.
Oh, that's going to be some action.
Okay. Can we get QR? Okay.
It was a little late, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But...
It's all good.
Oh.
Almost.
Missed opportunity.
Even these. And she goaded. Just hold the distance and eventually they will burn out. Okay, nice! Yeah!
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm cooking!
Dark Harvest reset. What do I take him to death?
What's going on? Let's go!
Nice! You're
the
natural.
Hype train. Oh!
We win these.
We win these?
You can buy some time.
Oh! No!
Ah, nice try. It actually clipped you barely.
That was close.
So close.
Holy moly. That's crazy. It's way better than I expected. I mean, we did get a free early game, so I'm sure that helps, but man, once you get to mid game, it feels great.
Yeah, like I played it and it worked. Like almost every game I got to a state where I felt like I was super strong. But I guess he suffers from everything that Vel'Koz suffers in general. Is just you can't really win a game on your own. If you don't have
Yeah.
competent carries, you're kind of just stuck. You know, you're playing control, poke, damage. But if you have no good frontline, no initiators, you're a little bit scuffed.
Makes sense. I guess that's the downside of most of these niche or team reliant jungle picks. Like,
Yeah, there's the
you just
primary
need
weak
people
side.
to hold their own early, and if they can do that, you can carry.
Yeah, and you suffer from bad drafts a lot. Like, you will have either too much AP or you will have no tanks, because usually jungle is supposed to be the flexible one and kind of cover that.
Yeah.
That's legit where most of your losses come from, not necessarily like Vel'Koz being a bad champ. Because even in bad invade matchups, it's just 4 quadrants of jungle. You can always force 2. Or just convert more time into ganking. Here we go.
Oopsie.
I got ult, yeah.
I still haven't done the Q ult combo. Hopefully I'll get it right before this game is done.
Yeah. Just need to trust it.
The Q is definitely the hard part of the kit. Like,
For sure, yeah.
I feel like my brain is lacking whenever I have to snipe someone with the Q. It's so hard. Okay.
Report Kaisa AFK.
Good vibes and all shots, the classic.
Yep.
Oh,
You own him, you own him. Long range Q, long range Q.
oh.
Nice, E, that was very good. We need WQ,
Nice.
WQ.
Oh, I almost had it up, it was so close.
Yeah, in this
I
case...
was a little bit too close to him.
Yeah, in this case, you want to kite and not even shoot Q. Just run, because you're wasting time animating Q. Because you had 1 stack on him. If you run away and WQ, you insta one-shot him.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's a very cheesy situation.
W up.
Yeah, you just have to run until W is up here. WQ, it's basically same animation time. And he insta-pops, because the true damage Q, W, is going to do like 1.3k damage there. Just disappears.
Got it. What would our next item be? Like, what are we looking for here?
Oh, I mean, you can just go death cap and go like nuclear, because you have a lot of true damage. You have a lot of true damage, and you have some MR. You could go Criploom and assist your team a bit, but death cap is probably better, provided you can have money for it.
I'm guessing we like blue buff a lot, so I could quickly take blue before we join the team.
Blue's always nice, but risk of team doing weird things. It is still master. This is not game over.
Hopefully they'll be okay down there. Vayne and Lulu are looking pretty strong.
Yeah, it is always a double-edged sword. You're just expecting like her to go for montage. It worked.
I guess we have a double F junior over here.
Yeah. And it helps his full build almost.
True.
With Lulu. Hard to mess it up.
Let's go. 100% Vel'Koz jungle
100% win rate. Yeah, the toughest thing is to get Vel'Koz in the lobby. People will dodge you.
Well, I did notice in the first lobby there was a lot of typing. I don't think they were happy about us picking Vel'Koz, but these guys, I mean, they seemed to accept it for the most part. That was great.
Yeah, they were the nice, good sports, you know. It's usually difficult because like it's just gonna set bad vibes. They're gonna think you're trolling, and then unless you have like a count that has good win rate on it to show them, it's not gonna be well, you know.
Yeah. No, that's true. Like if they open your match history and they see a ton of Vel'Koz jungle wins, then they might have faith in you. They might believe. Wait,
okay,
we had most damage in the game, by the way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What's happening?
Being fed? Who cares? We got the secret tech over here. It's so close to being legit. I wonder if this Dark Harvest tips the balance. I haven't played with the new one, but it's gonna get nerfed for sure.
So you think this is like the perfect moment to try it with the Dark Harvest buff?
If you want to try, this is it. This is it.
So in this game, we were against the farming jungler, our lanes were winning, it was obviously pretty lucky. What if you, like, they have a really strong jungler that invades you? Like, how would you deal with that? Because that, I think, would be any Vel'Koz jungle player's biggest worry.
Yeah, that happens, and that happened to me, and very often, because you're Vel'Koz, and you know you picked Vel'Koz, you're kind of expecting it. So we can have very decent ward placement early on and figure out what they're gonna do. With Diana, we don't care because she's gonna AFK farm. But if they have something like Lee Sin, you know it's coming. And you can play on your slightly stronger sides. And very often, like, this happened to me, and obviously I play, like, when I was climbing, I play, like, what, Diamond Deal or something. And it would happen that they invade and it backfires. Because they kind of assume Vel'Koz is just gonna roll over and die. And that's not the case. You got pretty solid kite, as you saw, and you got very good tethering as well. If they start running away, you got some nasty angles to follow them up from crazy range. Yeah. So if they bite a bit more than they can chew, like you can chase them down, kill them, and when they die early to Vel'Koz, it's just so doomed. Because you get Faded Ashes then off a recall, and there's nothing they can do anymore. You can always get 2 quadrants, right, and you're just scaling and you're really strong. It's surprisingly strong. People don't really expect it. Especially because you hit level 2, you already have 3 abilities with the 2 Ws. So in a fight, you can proc true damage twice. You can proc your passive twice. So your damage cap is like 500-600 already on level 2, provided you land all.
Yeah, so I guess it just always comes down to being patient, playing slow. Because, I mean, 2, if not all 3 of my deaths came from me walking up too far and getting caught, right? Instead of playing
you were loading, like the dial-up connection was connecting, you were calculating the queue, and then the movement gets a little bit lost, gets a little bit fuzzy there. Like, if you play it enough, it just goes instinctually, and the kiting and tethering is just so much easier. Your biggest lack, obviously, is just lack of experience here with Vel'Koz. I think E and W did generally well. Like, that's kind of what we do. You go in and then you're going to slow down your combo, and you will almost always use W before E, either to mask the animation or to gaze their dodging pattern, because it's a lot easier to land after. You just don't play a lot, so you don't have the experience on the...
Yeah. Need a little more practice.
And for Q, you need a little more, you know?
Yeah.
Q angles are just... You don't really shoot max range at all. You know, the good old Pythagoras, the hypotenuse C squared, you know?
I see what you did there.
You can definitely get, like, a lot more value out of Q with, like, crazy range. You can overshoot enemies so deep that they have to walk into you, and when they walk into your range, like, it's already over. You can W with the red thing. It slows a bit. You can auto attack. And then they just, if they go for you can always E. If they try to run away and new Qs come in and the QR, and it's just... As long as you don't have crazy dashes, you're super chill. There are a lot of moments where you just panic, but it's all about just calculating what enemies can do. Like that Diana, she just ran her damage dry. She, like, when you play against Vel'Koz, you kind of want to be patient. Diana wasn't supposed to ult you there. She's supposed to delay her E and delay the ult a little bit. But she kind of spammed it all, and then you just flash, wait for QR from long range, and you win.
I see what you mean, for sure. I see what you mean. I feel like I understand Vel'Koz a lot better now. Not just as a jungler, but as a champion, generally speaking.
Yeah,
I hope you realize that when we meet in solo queue next time,
you're gonna be
in trouble now.
I'll just have to, like, put in a different protocol of shooting, you know?
Oh, true. It's gonna be the next level mind game.
Like, it really depends. Like, sometimes you'll have a better chance of landing combos against better players, because their dodging pattern is more sentient. They calculate things more, and that's where the minute differences come in. Whether you do, like, slightly off angle, or, like, you repeat the same angle multiple times, it gets super tricky. It's so cool. Like, lane Vel'Koz is phenomenal to play. I love this champ. Jungle is... You don't really have that much with the combos. Again, for jungle, like, you shoot Qs through walls if you're ganking. You want it to be invisible, and you do max range QR on angles, like usually in bot or top. Like the dive angles for top and bot are just phenomenal. You can be, like, behind the wall and have still reach behind the tower with a good angle. So those are like the key
But
things. If you want to continue playing it in jungle, that's what you're looking for. If you have ult up, you really want to make a play. You really want to force a play. Even if you don't kill, just get him low, get Dark Harvest, pure pressure, all good.
honestly, like this champion is, it feels somewhat simple, like when you play with or against it, but there's so many things to think about, to know. It's actually crazy. Like my brain feels really fried. Holy moly.
Yeah, like that. I mean, that's generally when you try to learn something new. But yeah, he's kind of easy to get into though, because his kit is on the surface simple. You have like combo, your burst
Yeah.
mage, whatever. But when you get into it, you start reviewing the gameplay, you realize there's so many different angles. Like for example, the fight where you were chasing top Nautilus and Hwei, you could have moved through the lane top side instead of following through the jungle, so you can get angle for both. Like
Yeah.
shooting Q on Nautilus and bouncing it into the Hwei. That's a common tactic on Vel'Koz. You're repositioning yourself to get these nasty angles, and you can control so much ground in a team fight by getting these separating angles. He's just such a perfect team fighter. And yeah, pretty much every sequence you go over, you can notice like minor things that you can improve slightly with either waiting with a combo slightly more patiently, or like placement or movement. It's just, I love it.
I'm gonna try to study math a little harder, and then when you see Vel'Koz being locked in by enemy team soon, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it in solo queue, the jungle.
True. But yeah, I mean, for now, thank you so much for taking the time to teach me Vel'Koz. I'm gonna sit here proudly sharing with the world how I have a 100% win rate on this pick. We'll see when that changes.
If you
It's
never
been a
play
lot
it
of fun,
again,
man.
it
Thank
can
you.
change.
Thank you so much for teaching
Nah,
me.
you're very welcome anytime, man. If you ever want anything else, just DM me. Awesome stuff. I'm happy you tried it. Like, this game was just, it's the best game I can ask for. It's perfect introduction. Lovely.
No, for sure. I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw any team getting a quarter kill level 1, so I couldn't have asked for more. But yeah, thank you. Good luck. Good luck in your solo queue games. Maybe we meet on the Rift in a bit, and
yeah,
appreciate it big time.
Yeah, you're welcome. See you. Good luck, man.
See you around, man.
That was sick. That was sick, man. Most damage gets fed. Like, even though his team is fed and strong, he still did most damage. So awesome, man. It's so hard to, like, you can't really go in depth too much with somebody who's just trying out Vel'Koz. Yeah, Broxah not ever playing Vel'Koz on Summoner's Rift and trying it out immediately in fucking Master Game Jungle. It's so crazy. Like, his Q usage, like, I've coached Vel'Koz players with, like, who are gold, and they can use Q better because they just played it, you know, they just played it more. But he got carried by his game sense, like kiting and the farming jungle efficiency. He's just really good jungler. But I hope you guys saw the potential. There's so much to be done in with the Vel'Koz jungle.